This video will take you on a journey back in time to 1932 in Australia, where a bizarre and unique event took place. It was a fascinating battle between emu birds and a small battalion of Australian Army with machine guns, which came to be known as the Great Emu War. Australia was going through a period of Great Depression and the country was struggling with economic challenges. On top of that, a huge number of emus, which are large flightless birds native to Australia, are causing chaos in the Western Australian wheat belt. These pesky emus were wreaking havoc on crops, destroying fences, and basically making life difficult for the farmers. In a desperate attempt to control the emu population, the Australian government decided to declare war on these birds. The government actually declared war on emus. They sent a small army of soldiers armed with machine guns to take on the emus in what would become known as the Emu War. Now, you might be thinking, how hard can it be to defeat a bunch of birds, right? Well, as it turns out, the emus were not going down without a fight. The soldiers soon realized that these birds were fast, agile, and surprisingly intelligent. The emus would scatter in all directions, making it nearly impossible for the soldiers to get a clear shot. The soldiers found themselves in a ridiculous battle with the emus, chasing them around and trying to take them down with their machine guns. But despite their best efforts, the soldiers were no match for the emus. The birds seemed to have the upper hand, outsmarting and outmaneuvering the soldiers at every turn. As the days went by, the soldiers' frustration grew as they struggled to make any significant progress in the war against the emus. The media caught wind of the situation and soon dubbed the conflict as the Emu War, much to the amusement of the public. People around the world couldn't believe that a country would go to such lengths to take on a bunch of birds. Eventually, after weeks of battling with the emus and suffering numerous defeats, the government decided to call off the war. It was a humiliating defeat for the soldiers, who had underestimated the emu's tenacity and resilience. The whole Emu War debacle became a laughingstock and a prime example of government incompetence. But the story doesn't end there. In 1934, the government made another attempt to control the emu population, this time with more success. They implemented a bounty system that encouraged farmers to hunt and kill the emus, offering a reward for each bird killed. This strategy proved to be more effective in reducing the emu numbers and alleviating the damage to crops. So, what can we learn from the Emu War? Well, for one, it's a cautionary tale about the consequences of underestimating your opponent. The soldiers thought they could easily defeat the emus, but they were sorely mistaken. It also shows the importance of coming up with effective and well-thought-out strategies when dealing with problems, rather than resorting to drastic measures like declaring war on birds. In the end, the Emu War may have been a strange and somewhat comical event in history, but it serves as a reminder that sometimes, the most unexpected adversaries can prove to be the most challenging to overcome. If you have enjoyed learning about the Emu War, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more quirky and intriguing history lessons. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.